right, boys, we're back, and we're right before the trade deadline. We started off great, we had a great record, but then we've kind of fall behind here. Look at all these losses in a row. Last 5 games, 4 losses. So, another loss there. And in the last video, I wanted your guys' comments because I was looking at getting a third line left winger and sending Kadri down to the minors. But the only thing is, I didn't realize, I forgot that I signed Kadri to a 1-year contract. So I can't send him down. I can scratch him, but then he won't get any more experience for this year, and I don't want to do that. I want to give this kid as much experience as he can get. He's got B- for potentials, but he's up there in offense. Defense is coming along as well, so I think I got to play this guy. The more and more I looked at it, boys, the more and more I think I just have to, because we're only in year 3, and these two players, Colbert and Kadri, are really going to be part of our team next year. I think I almost have to just run it out this year, see what happens. You know, we should make the playoffs with this team. Run it out and see what happens because I can't move these two guys. I got to keep them down here. I'm not trading away anybody up here. Wayne Simmons stays. Our fourth line is fine. Our defensive core, Phaneuf, Stahl, Shen, Franzen, our top 4, they're fine. And same thing here. I have to develop Gardner and Ollie. So, boys, I think this is one of those years where I almost have to just trust my team. I'm also not getting rid of James Reimer, who's an 86 now. We're going to give him one more year as well. We'll make our decisions at the draft, at the scouting draft. Sorry, at the trade deadline at the draft, not this trade deadline. So for this, I'm going to go into the trade negotiations, but I'm not going to offer up anything. All right? I'm not going to offer up anything. I'm just going to allow it to go through. And you know what? If anyone comes at me with a good trade, maybe I'll accept it, but I'm not going to waste time going around looking for something because a first Caputi for, oh no. Because I don't want to give up any more draft picks. I don't want to give up any prospects. We won the Stanley Cup last year. Yeah, we're having a bit of a weird little run here at the end, but still, I don't want to change too much. I think you guys are right. I think it is because of James Reimer, but we're going to give James Reimer a shot. Okay, so I think this is our team. Cody Franzen for these 3. No, thank you. We got to play our rookies. We're only in year 3. Remember, we have year 4 and year 5 after this. And if we play our rookies, they're going to be not superstars, but they'll be ready to go by next year, especially year 5. Nope, don't need any of these guys. Don't need any of these. No, I don't need that. I was also thinking send down Colburn, because Colburn is on one more year. But remember, only if I could get a solid third-line center to replace him. Brad Richard for Boyle and Crawford, no. Only if I get a solid third-line center to replace him. But I really don't want to go out and spend money on that because I don't want to spend draft picks. I don't want to trade away prospects. I don't have many key assets to move. Remember, no, I don't need this trade. Remember in the free agency last year, I didn't just pick up players just so I could trade them away. I'm going to try and not do that because it's too cheap. Jesse Blacker for a 4th and a 5th. You know, I actually might take this. Jesse Blacker, CCC for potential, going nowhere. He might get better, but yeah, we'll take the draft picks. There you go. Dump off Jesse Blacker. It's the AHL lines. Best lines for the AHL. Dallas. Richards. No. I'm going to trade Richards at the end this year, but not right now. One more year remaining. I don't think we're doing anything, boys. I'm actually thinking of a trade right here, but I'm not going to... Hang on. Well, we'll just deal with all this. Ehrhoff for Franzen. No, thank you. That's actually not that bad of a trade. I know Ehrhoff is pretty good, actually. He's older, though, than Franzen, so there's no point. Kadri, Caputi for Spiza and 2/4. No, thank you. Pittsburgh. Okay, here's the team that I was thinking of. No, I'm not going for Sid the Kid. Calm down, calm down. But if I'm going to send Colburn back down to the minors, or I can even put Colburn on the 4th line, send Steckel down, and then get this guy, Jordan Stahl. 1 year left. Put him on the 3rd line. He's that perfect penalty killer, perfect two-way forward. Look at his defensive category, 86, 85, 87. Discipline, 85. Face-off's not the greatest, but that's okay. Shot blocking and stick checking, that's great. He's got C's everywhere, but he would fit in on the 3rd line for us. And you know what? He's not that expensive. 2.6. So you know what? I'm going to try and make this trade. Jordan Stahl. He can come play alongside his brother Mark. So if Colburn is going down to the 4th... See, look at Colburn's trade value. I can't trade this guy away. He's got BB for potential in offense and defense, and he's already in the 80s everywhere. I can't trade him away. I'm keeping Joe Colburn, all right, boys? I've made my decision. I'm keeping Joe Colburn. Kadri as well. We have him for 4 more years at 1.75. And that's a steal, especially if he gets good. So I'm going to keep Colburn. I'm going to try and trade away here Steckel. All right. See if there's any rookies I can give away here. I don't think there is. Travis Moen, Runsfield. This guy's got some good. Remember all the guys I picked up at the free agency. Super Swede, Lundvig, Runsfield. B- for defensive potential. Not the greatest, but still got pretty good trade value. I'll wait for that. Hang on. Grigorenko, Simmons, Lupul, Armstrong. Kupsov is another guy I think I traded for or picked up. Oh no, this guy went 30th in the draft for me. Okay, so he was a first-round pickup, so I'll keep on to that guy. A- for offense. Keep that guy. Defense, Hunter and Herbass. Let's see where these guys went. They're high up draft picks with good potential. Okay, so this guy I picked up in the free agency. As a defenseman, he's got B- for defensive potential. He's got A- for athleticism, but that's just speed. Defenseman, I always want a strong defensive category. So I think this guy I'm going to put on the block as well. Steckel and Herbos, that won't get it done yet. What about this Hunter guy? Might have to keep this guy. BB, no, I'm going to keep this guy. B potential, yeah, I like that. Hold on to that guy. Goalies, we have 2 young prospects now. Alexander Verno, who we picked up, C for potential, but an A and A, I might have to trade this guy away. He's got good potential. Remember, these guys are free pickups that we picked up. These are the kind of guys I don't mind picking up and trading because they're young guys who I might hold on to. So I'm going to get rid of either Naslund or Verno. Verno's got the better trade value, and he's younger. But he's got the C for puck control. I don't like that. A- for the other 2, but Naslund has an A- for the first 2 and a C for athleticism? Yeah, athleticism. You know what? Because Thomas Naslund is a super Swede, I'm going to hold on to Naslund. And he's got a sick last name. So Verno, Herbass, Steckel for Stahl. I'm also going to add some draft picks in here. Not the best ones. We'll add 2 fourths. All right, boys. So I think that's a pretty good deal. Steckel, Herbass, Verno, a 4th and a 4th for Jordan Stahl. I don't think it'll go through. Let's see. No. We're not willing to take on more defenders at this time. Your counter proposal is not acceptable. Okay. So I'm going to keep trying with that. I'm not going to overextend, boys. I'm not going to overextend. But I think this is one trade that would help our team. And there's the timer right now, so this is perfect. We can do the trade deadline video in this video. Stahl for Steckel. Oh, look at this guy, Akerstrom. I think this is another free agent guy I picked up. Super Swede, power forward, and A- for defensive awareness. He's kind of low, really low, though, for that defensive category. You know what? I'm going to trade this guy away as well. I have so many centers, boys. I don't need this guy. All right? We need to get Jordan Stahl. This would be a great pickup for us. Runsfeld, I think we're going to trade this guy as well. Another super Swede. Yeah, I'm going to trade this guy. I know, boys, I know they're young prospects, but we have enough young prospects. We have Grigorenko, Colburn. We have so many prospects. We don't need them. These guys are free guys that I picked up. Oh, excuse me. Steckel, Akerstrom, Runsfeld, Stahl. No, that won't get it done. We need to add somebody else. No, that won't get it done. This Cup sub guy, was this the guy I traded for last time? Ooh, no, this is the guy, yeah, A- for, no, I'm going to hold on to that guy because he's actually one of our draft picks. I'll hold on to that guy. Yeah, but look, Grigorenko, he's ready to go, you know what I mean? He's going to be ready to go next year. So we're good for prospects. We picked them up so we could trade them. Herbass, that was the guy. And then Verno. All right, so they're still going to accept that. That's a lot. Who's the worst here? Herbass and Akerstrom. Okay, so Steckel, Akerstrom, Runsfeld, Herbass, and Verno for Jordan Stahl. Look at this. I'm pretty much giving these guys a first line. Steckel, who's like the trade, like the straight up trade, but then you got the prospects: a 20-year-old center, a 22-year-old left wing, a 21-year-old defenseman, and a 20-year-old goaltender. Yep. If I drafted these guys, I wouldn't be trading them. But you know what? Even though I don't think they'll take this trade, I still don't think they're going to take it. Jordan Stahl's worth a lot. So here we go. Oh, they accepted it. The Pittsburgh Penguins are going to be cheering in this. Oh, Pittsburgh Penguin fans, man, it's early. Are going to be cheering in the streets when we announce this deal. I'll take deals like this any day of the week. So there you go, boys. We pretty much traded David Steckel for Jordan Stahl and a bunch of prospects who we didn't draft, prospects who we got in free agency, prospects who in this upcoming free agency there's going to be more of them. So please don't think that that was a bad trade. That was a great trade, okay? I'm going to do best lines again so we can edit all of our lines here. Yeah, Jordan Stahl's. Now we have 2 Stahl brothers. Oh my god. So we're going to keep that first line intact with Giroux, Getzlaf, and Kessel because Giroux is having a great year. Let's not change that up at all. Second line, Brad Richards. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, Kuhlman. Why is he center? Kuhlman and Joffrey Lupul. Yeah. Wayne Simmons, Jordan Stahl, and Nazem Kadri. And then Joe Colburn, Travis Moen, and Colby Armstrong. All right, boys. So there was the change. We got rid of David Steckel and we inserted Jordan Stahl. We moved Joel Colburn down to the 4th, so he's still going to get playing experience. All right, we're not going to send him down to the minors. We got Kadri, who's still going to be up here, but hopefully with the additions of Jordan Stahl, the penalty kill specialist, third line center specialist, that's going to bolster our team. All right, so we're going to quickly do all of our lines because I did the best line here. Mark Stahl, Dion Phaneuf. Yep, that looks good. Cody Franzen and Luke Shen. Yep. Gardner and Ollie. Yep. Now, power play. This is where it gets interesting. Giroux, Getzlaf, Kessel. Yep. Phaneuf and Franzen. Let's switch sides here. Right-handed shot, left-handed shot. Brad Richards, center. Nikolai Kuhlman, Joffrey Lupul. Mark Stahl and... Look at this. Mark Stahl and Jordan Stahl playing the 2 points there. Beast. 4-man power play. Getzlaf, Kessel, Phaneuf and Franzen. Yeah. Stahl and Stahl. There you go. Because Jordan Stahl's got great defensive category as well, so he can play defense. It's fine. Giroux and Kuhlman. No, we're going to put Giroux. Actually, you know what? Giroux's been playing better than Kessel. Let's give Giroux the first line, 4-man power play, and then Kessel and Richards. Brad Richards, there you go. Penalty kill, we're going to have Getzlaf, Jordan Stahl, there he is, but I think Getzlaf is still better defensively. Yeah, he is, because he has the face-off category as well. So we're going to have Getzlaf and Simmons. Yeah, Ollie and Phaneuf. No, we're going to put Luke Shen and Phaneuf. And then Jordan Stahl at center, along with Mark Stahl. But we're actually going to give the center position to Brad Richards, because he's got the better face-off rating than Jordan Stahl. So Brad Richards, Jordan Stahl, Mark Stahl, and Keith Ollie. How good is Keith Ollie? Is Franzen better? No, we'll give Keith Ollie the nod there on the penalty kill. Yeah. All right, 3-man penalty kill is going to be Getzlaf and Jordan Stahl. That really helps our special teams, eh, boys? And our third line. That was a great pickup. I know we overextended with the prospects. We pretty much gave Pittsburgh a whole new lineup, offense to defense, and a goaltender. But we didn't need them. We had plenty of young prospects, all right? And we didn't have to give up any draft picks. I like it. I do like it. Getzlaf, Ollie, Phaneuf. No, it's going to be Getzlaf, Shen, Phaneuf, Stahl, and Ollie, and Jordan Stahl. Yeah. Shootout, Getzlaf, Kessel, Giroux, Richards, Kuhlman. That's fine. And then Getzlaf and Brad Richards. There you go. And then James Reimer. We're going to keep James Reimer, boys. And then we got Thomas Naslund, who's, you know what? I was actually reading your guys' comments. Send this guy down to the minors to get him some experience. Not a bad idea. But then we got to bring up Sparks, who's even... he's not that much worse. Yeah, okay. We'll bring up Sparks and we'll send down Naslund. There you go, boys. So Naslund's going to get some experience playing down there. We'll dress Sparks there. There you go. And there's our first line for Toronto. Our AHL, just best lines here. Doesn't really matter. Nah, I don't really care about any of that. All right, boys. So there's our new team. Our new team with Jordan Stahl in it. So we're going to end this video, and the next video is going to be the season wrap-up. We should be able to make the playoffs. Aaron Asham, no. Toby Peterson, no. You know what? Michael Layton, a backup goalie? Yes. Player will be placed in minors. Perfect. Anders Nielsen, no. Andrew Murray, no. So that's perfect, boys. Now we got Naslund down there. We can bring up Michael Layton as the backup, who's better than an 83. So there you go. So if Reimer gets pulled, we have a decent backup goalie in there. There he is. Boom, boom. And there you go, boys. So there's our starting offensive lineup. It's pretty similar. Just Colburn's moved down to the 4th. And enter Jordan Stahl. He's on every penalty kill. All right, he's playing the point on the power play. So we definitely picked up a different key. Reimer's still there, but now we have Michael Layton as the backup, boys. So I think we didn't change too much. We kept our rookies in place for next year. All right. Again, this is more of a sacrificial year still. We didn't have to change too much, but we should be a playoff team, I think, with the addition of Jordan Staal. And I think, again, we should be a deep playoff team, all right? So there you go, boys. The new Toronto Maple Leafs looking to make the playoffs for the third year. Well, in the third year, all right? That's coming up next.